Hi everyone, welcome to my How to Play series. This is where we're going to learn how to play some rock and roll classics. We'll start with a fairly easy one. This is kind of beginner to intermediate, and what better way to start than with a song which actually has rock in the title. I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I'll run you through it, but it's basically power chords, a really fun solo, and I'll give you a little flavour of it and then we'll kick right into it. I tell you what, that bit is super hard as well, this. But I'll teach you how to do it without catching the strings and just the easy way to do it. So we'll start at the beginning, and you want to go for a power chord, E power chord to start with. I like to play them all with a downstroke on this because it gives it a bit more bite. Now you can play your power chord with the two fingers, but it's a lot easier with this one if you play it with your first finger fretted like that, and I'll explain why, because as the riff progresses you'll find that you really don't have to move too much. There's the 8 drum beats that come in. So the trick here is to keep your hand in this position here on the 2nd fret. You're going for the 2 E's, downstrokes. Don't pre-bend this note. A lot of people make that mistake. They go, it doesn't sound like that on the record. It's actually slow bend. Over to the A, that first finger. Then you want this B power chord, 1, 3, 4. And then back to this bend. And you go back to that B shape, you take the first finger off. It's like a very AC/DC kind of vibe, that. Loads of songs have that. There's a great Slash song that has it as well. And then you jump up here to the halfway house. This is the higher E power chord on the 7th fret. And then you're into this little turnaround here, which is quite difficult to play correctly. So a lot of people pre-bend it, which is wrong. Don't start here. You want to go up to it. One of the best tricks that I ever learnt was to leave your first finger onto the other strings. So if you're doing that bend up here, it's very easy to get a messy sound by just going for that and bending that string. You can catch all sorts of horrible noise. If you put that first finger on this string here, or even lean it across fully and go for your bend there, makes it super clean sounding. Down, 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 up. You can give it a bit of vibrato as well if you want. So practice that a few times just so you've got the hang of it. That is the most fun bit of the whole song, by the way. So you're going to grab the top end of the neck here with your right hand. Pull it forward a bit. See if I can get that in for you. Now I have seen people do that pull in a different way. If you push the neck forward and push your hand onto this part here. So if you go... I don't think it gives it quite the same power that you need, so I don't think it works as well. I prefer the other way. Sounds much better. And then we're going to do a little turnaround. This is a classic kind of way of getting back into the main riff. Loads of songs have this, but this is how it happens in Joan Jett after the massive pause that you have to do where you sit there twiddling your thumbs. But actually it's important to say that while you're waiting after bending the neck, you can turn your volume down. That's what they do on the record, and then you sit and wait for your moment to shine again. And as you come back in, turn it up, and then you're going to go for this B power chord, like we did before. Stop. There's 2 neck bends the second time it comes around, by the way, in case you're wondering. So let's go from the turnaround, so it sounds like this. Same as we did before. Stop. Now we're going to go into the guitar solo at that point, but we'll pause the video here to give you a chance to just work through part 1 of the song, and then we're going to go into the guitar solo proper, which is super cool and has pinch harmonics and stuff like that. But if you enjoyed this part 1, make sure you subscribe, you won't miss part 2.